wake up at 10:30 a.m. My eyes are burning. I feel like I had taped my eyelids open for the better part of the night. I can't see for a few minutes, and then eventually my eyes adjust. I'm supposed to wear glasses, as I have poor vision, and I have an eye disease, so I'm supposed to tape my eyelids shut before I sleep. But I don't do either of those things. The eye condition is something called thyroid eye disease, and you usually get it as a result of having a thyroid condition like Graves' disease, but it can happen. It's its own independent thing. And that's what I had for a long time, but now I have a hypoactive thyroid as, well, I have no thyroid. I've had 2 surgeries over the whole thing, once in 2013 and now again in 2016 or 17, a month or so after the second surgery. I had something called a radioactive iodine treatment to remove the rest of the small bits of thyroid tissue that remained in my neck, and now I take this stupid fucking pill every morning called levothyroxine. My levels are actually stable and good for the first time in a very, very, very long time, in many years, and it's been an annoying and scary problem, but after 7 or 8 years, it's pretty much okay. But yeah, no. So, all right, here we are. I take my pills, and I walk upstairs to the bathroom, and I'm shirtless. I'm wearing sweatpants. You know, my gums are they hurt. All right, my gums hurt. They get like that when I wake up, and I brush and I floss twice a day, but still, every morning my mouth is sore, and you know, sometimes it's even bleeding. I stare at my bulging eyes in the mirror, and then I look down at my torso. I feel bloated, and I feel out of shape. Let me tell you this, my body looks like a fucking corpse, man. Like a fucking Hyman fucking Bloom painting, and I want to turn away. I want to turn away from the mirror, but I know that would only feed my delusion. That's part of the truth these days, right? My body is healthy. And let me tell you this, it's generally fine, but in my more vulnerable moments, I see a swamp monster in the mirror. My skin looks olive green. My eyes are bloodshot and protruding, and my posture is awkward and top-heavy as I spit blood and fucking toothpaste into the sink. I look like a dying man, foaming at the mouth or choking to death, but I'm actually just a very, very tired person brushing my bloody teeth. Oh, God. Yeah, it fucking... Visually you can understand, but... Okay, so here we are. After that, I made a cup of coffee. I make a cup of coffee, right? I put on a nice clean shirt. I put on a pair of jeans. I try to pick between work boots and my sneakers, and then I just choose the sneakers. They're easy to put on. I get in the car, and I study the dirt and the grime. There's trash on the floor. There's trash on the floor of the passenger seat. There's pine needles. There's cellophane, and what appears to be a rock solid. Let me tell you, a rock solid old McDonald's French fry. I quit smoking back in December, but every few months there's still some evidence of my old habit. It's strange even to say that. Cigarettes have been a massive part of my identity for many years. I didn't believe it then, but I do now. I started smoking at 11 or 12 years old. I remember it clear as day. Here I am. I'm 11. I'm 11 years old. I'm 11, or I'm maybe 12 years old. I'm skateboarding with my friends behind an old abandoned local bank that closed. They closed this branch probably like a year or two ago. There's a set of stairs with smooth pavement at the top and smooth pavement at the bottom. Jumping down makes you look cool. Doing a frontside 180 makes you look cooler, but doing a backside 180 and landing smoothly, all the while having a cool cigarette dangling from your lips, it makes you look like Johnny Cash, but with ripped jeans and an oversized South Pole t-shirt and puffy Etnies skate shoes with laces untied and tucked into the tongue. All of us, we were hiding by the dumpster. We're hiding there now, and out of view of the street. My friend Pat, he pulls out a crushed pack of Newport 100s right out of his pocket, and he offers one to everybody, one by one. We all draw one from the pack as if we had done it a million times. Pat offers one to me too. He says, he asked me this, do you smoke, Brian? I lie and I say, yeah, I smoke. And then just like that, with my first cigarette, I became a smoker. 12 years later, I drive by that bank. I drive by that bank all the time. Now it is a police, fire, and EMT supply business. I imagine they sell things like gun holsters or local police patches that they wear on their shoulders and probably iron on with their fucking navy blue button downs. All the graffiti on the building, it's been painted over. I imagine thick swaths of vanilla off-white outdoor finish latex paint coating over years and years of teenage anxiety and reckless abandon, lost titles of juvenile skate crews, uniformed anti-authority sentiments, pot leaves, anarchy symbols, marker scrawling of angry kids. Maybe they thought something like, I am here. This is me. This is my ink. This is my name. Please see me. Please see me. Also, fuck cops. Please see me. Fuck the police. I pull into the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. I pulled in there. I'm there right now. We're at the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, and I ashamedly buy a second coffee. I order it small, black, iced. I look at the employee with that, flat, tight-lipped office smile as she hands me back my fucking debit card. Here's the thing. I can totally afford to tip her, but I just literally don't have any cash. All the change in my center console, it's sticky. It's fucking sticky. It's covered in black mystery gunk. I think about pulling out a few quarters, and but there's this long line behind me, and the employee at the window looking at me, she doesn't seem to care. So I just drive off. I am going a little too fast, and I realize I forgot to ask for a straw. Just a little too late. I arrive at the studio. I arrive in my art studio, okay? Just a few streets up from the Dunkin' Donuts, and I park next to my landlord's car. I look into the back seat as I get out, and I can see that his car is clean. It's much, much cleaner than my car. I see my reflection in his car window, and then I pull my hair behind my ears. I'm pulling my hair behind my ears. I yank my backpack out of the car. I fumble with the fucking key fob button thing, and then I go inside. It's cold. It's cold in here. It's messy. They're empty. There's empty pizza boxes. There's empty seltzer cans. Schweppes, I think it's pronounced. There's also some empty Polar seltzer cans. I don't see any LaCroix, but then we have a whole bunch of exposed acoustic instruments over there. They're out of their cases. That's fine. Bound to crash. I believe all of the acoustic instruments are bound to crash onto most likely the concrete floor. And there they will probably break, fuck up the intonation, that kind of thing. But let me say this. This trash here, this trash on the floor, on the tables, on the counters, on the workbench, it mostly belongs to my studio mates. It belongs to me too, but it also belongs to my studio mates. There are 8 artists and creators here, including myself. And we all work in this 1,250 foot, 1,250 square foot room. That's where we work. 8 of us work in here in this room. There is a guy practicing for a future strongman competition with weights and this strange fitness powder stuff, and me. There's also a screen printer, a writer, a digital media guy, 2 fiber artists, an electronics mad scientist type guy. It's all well and fun. And let me just really say this. I don't mind the trash. I keep different hours than everyone else, And seeing things moved around, trash, empty drinks, it reminds me that there are others here, and that is a balm, a comfort to my sometimes lonely and panicked existence. I put my backpack down, right? I put it down. I put on some music. I try not to focus on my anxiety for a minute, and I try to stay offline. I also try to stay offline, and I say to myself, I'm not leaving the studio for 8 hours. 8 hours. I hold myself to that. There's something validating about trying to make my studio hours match up to the traditional American workday. It makes me feel less like a whimsical, kind of eccentric dick and more like a pragmatic, intentional creator. So, you know, I walk up to my easel. I'm walking up there. My feet are pitter-patter, and I'm walking right on up there. We touch gloves. And the match begins. Much like a boxing ring. Much like a boxing match. There is nowhere to hide in boxing. Just like there is nowhere to hide in a studio. In a boxing ring, you either get your ass fucked the fuck up or you win. And in an art studio, you either make art or you fuck yourself. That's it. Those are your only two options. So, yeah, you know. Okay, cool, everybody. That was weird. This is a podcast with Brian Huntress. It's an independent production, and it's on Spotify. It's on fucking Spotify. Isn't that cool? It's also on iTunes. I think it's you know, all right. Just it's wherever you want it to be. It's wherever you want it to be. Special thanks to all of my pals in the world. Thank you so much to everybody that is breathing. Fuck COVID-19. You can find more content on YouTube. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Just fucking search Brian Huntress online. Go online, search some shit if you want to fucking know shit. And don't forget to click the follow button on Spotify. Apparently, I've heard that helps. And you know, this song, the little theme song at the end, it's by an awesome artist named Matt Minigo. It's called If You Bring Me Flowers.